this is kind of like my everything package. So if I only could keep just the seeds that I needed to grow a garden that would save me a fair bit on groceries, a garden that I could, with my, chickens, eggs, I could live on during the gardening season, I would pick these seeds. This would be my starter package if I had it all to start again. It's not everything I have by any stretch. I've got a lot over there, but like I said, if you're new and you're starting out and you want the full garden or close to it, this is where I would start. That's just me. Lettuce. Lettuce likes partial shade in the summer and full sun in the winter. So depending on the season, depends on which one I grow. This one, the Marvel of Four Seasons. Sorry, there's a fly in here. The Marvel of Four Seasons and the Butter Crunch are my winters, or also Black Seeded Simpson. But in the summer, I tend to grow Rocky Top lettuce, which is a mixture of, let's see, they don't even list what the mixture is. It's a lot of different kinds of lettuce, and it's got like 1,000 seeds in here. This is a bargain. If you only get one lettuce, I recommend Rocky Top lettuce from Baker Creek. It is a lot of lettuce and a lot of variety and a lot of flavor. And you can always save your own seeds from any of the lettuce that you get. One lettuce plant that goes to seed will give you 1,000 seeds. So if you're starting out, and I'm not a self-sufficiency person because I just am not, but if you are, this is the one, okay? So moving on, let's keep with the greens, right? So the leafy greens can crop a lot. If you only take outer leaves and let it continue to grow from the heart, it'll crop all season. So blue curled Scotch kale is the most versatile kale in my opinion. I also really like what's called cabbage kale, which it tastes exactly like cabbage, but you don't have to wait as long for it, and you can just take outer leaves, and it's like a continually cropping cabbage, which is perfect if you are like me and you like to eat ramen soup, but you don't want to cut a whole cabbage out of the garden for it. So I use this for ramen noodles. Sometimes I cut them into the shape of noodles. That's fun if you roll the leaf up and you just slice it. Anyway, so the last kale option is what's called dino kale. Very, very good. Also very popular. And it's fun to grow. It looks like a little palm tree. So those are your kales. And then closely related to kale is arugula. It's also wonderful. I like to get the leaves while they're still young. It has a wonderful smell. It's very peppery. And if they're still young, you can soak them in cold water and then cook some pasta and then, toss the pasta in salt, pepper, olive oil with a little bit of garlic, and then toss it with fresh arugula leaves. And you can top it with roasted chickpeas or chicken or whatever you want. It is so good. Sausage, whatever you want. But arugula is my favorite vegetable to toss into pasta. I already talked about this one earlier, but it's worth it. It grows in all kinds of climates and it survives heat really well. It survives pests really well. It's good stuff. And then of the Swiss chards and the spinaches that I have, I think I would just single these two out because I've been growing them the longest, so I can say with certainty that they're reliable. For, let's see, the herbs, if I could only choose a few, it would be parsley is my number 1, basil is my number 2, and cilantro is my number 3. And when cilantro goes to seed, the seeds are coriander, so they're actually really, really good to keep. Crushed coriander if it's dried, and then green coriander you can actually cook and eat also. I learned that from Hugh Richards and his chef friend. I want to say Sam Black, but that might not be right, so you should probably go watch Hugh Richards' channel to find out for sure. So those are my picks for herbs. For tomatoes, I kept it simple. I do like Roma, but if I only had to choose 2, these are both heirloom that you can save the seeds. Chadwick cherry is by far my favorite. It crops really well. Yellow pear, one plant could feed you for the whole summer. It's a really good plant, and it tastes really good. Both of them can be just tossed in the freezer in a freezer bag and then cooked all winter long into a sauce. Perfect. For the summer things, Early Fortune cucumber is my favorite. Yellow scallop squash is always a favorite. Fort Hook zucchini is the most reliable of the zucchini that I've grown. That's the wrong package of sweet corn, but sweet corn is a choice. The Baker Creek sweet corn, sorry. And butternut orange squash. This one is very reliable, and it also can sub as a pumpkin. So it's versatile too. It's really, really good. You can use it for all kinds of stuff. Going on to the other summer things. Okra spineless. Very good. The brassicas. Well, some more of the brassicas. Cabbage. It's a very reliable crop. Brussels sprouts. Make sure that you, if you have rabbits, you put a little bit of chicken wire around it. And this, honestly, this is my number one pick because it just crops all year. Last year it grew into like this massive tree. So we cut the broccoli and it just kept growing more broccoli. And the first one was very big and they got smaller as it kept going, but it just kept going. So we have these bouquets like this of broccoli. So this is a really good one. It goes all summer if you let it. Peas and runner beans would be my pick for beans. And my root crops, the most reliable and the quickest growing onion is the bunching onion. And it also will self-seed if you let it. If you leave some of them in over the winter, they will make onion seeds for you and continue to grow, almost like walking onions. They'll just continue to grow for you. So that's a really good one. This is almost like a potato crop. It's really reliable. You can multi-sow them in clumps of 3 and then just pull out the biggest ones and then the others will continue to grow. I learned that from Charles Dowdy. But also I think Hugh Richards does it. Choose a favorite carrot. That is a must-have for the garden season. And choose a couple of kinds of quick-growing radish. This is not an heirloom, but I don't think it matters because I can't save radish seeds. But this is a fast radish, so like 22 days. And this one is like 28 days. So this is what I would get if I were starting out and had no idea what to buy. This is what I